He's quiet, he's calculated, and he might just be the smoothest player in the NBA right now. From getting cut in high school, to finishing second in MVP voting in 2024, to winning it in 2025, to fall short in the playoffs last year, to becoming an NBA champion. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise isn't just inspiring, it's straight up unbelievable. In today's video, we're breaking down 10 jaw-dropping facts about the Canadian killer that's taken the NBA by storm.
The NBA, the greatest basketball players in the world, a league that will grow by leaps and rebounds.
Little hesitation. What a move by SGA!
Fact number 10. Shai was cut from his high school team. Let's start with this. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got cut from his varsity team at the age of 14. That's right, the guy who averaged over 30 points per game in the NBA once couldn't even make his own high school squad. Most kids would have called it quits, not Shai. He used the rejection as fuel. He started training under coach Dwayne Washington, founder of UPlay Canada, and began mastering the fundamentals of the pick and roll. This wasn't just training, it was transformation. SGA spent hours watching film, breaking down ball screen reads, and learning timing and patience. Washington created 27 different pick and roll drills just for Shai. So yeah, that varsity cut, it may have been the best thing that ever happened to him. Fact number 9. His mom is an Olympian. Basketball runs in Shai's blood, but so does Olympic-level athleticism. His mom, Charmaine Gilgeous, ran the 400 meters for Antigua and Barbuda at the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. So while Shai gets his hoops IQ and passion from his father, he inherited world-class speed, coordination, and endurance from his mom. That long stride, that ability to change speeds effortlessly, it's no accident. He's literally built for this. Fact number 8. His cousin is also in the NBA. Here's a wild one. Shai's cousin is Gilgeous-Alexander Walker, currently with the Atlanta Hawks. They grew up together, trained together, and pushed each other every single day. They're basically twins in drive and mindset, only 2 months apart in age. Shai once said, "We used to fight over one-on-one games, almost punched each other, but we loved it. That's what made us better." In their senior year, both cousins transferred to Hamilton Heights Christian Academy in Tennessee, looking for better competition and more exposure. But if you asked scouts back then, most would have picked Nikhil as the better prospect. Fact number 7. He was underrated coming into college. Coming out of high school, Shai was just a 4-star recruit. Solid, but not special. And when he got to the University of Kentucky, he wasn't even expected to start. He came off the bench for the first 15 games of the season. Coach John Calipari even said his jumper looked like Charles Barkley's golf swing. Unorthodox and clunky. But Shai, he just kept grinding. He fixed his mechanics, watched hours of tape, and once he got a chance to start, he never looked back. By the end of the year, he was Kentucky's best player, averaging 14 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, 48% shooting, 40% from 3. From bench warmer to NBA ready in 1 season. Fact number 6, he was traded minutes after being drafted the 2018 NBA draft. Shai was selected 11th overall by the Charlotte Hornets. But here's the twist. He was immediately traded to the LA Clippers in exchange for Miles Bridges and 2 second-round picks. So his NBA career started the same way as his college one, undervalued. Still, he earned a starting role within 10 games, led the Clippers to the playoffs, and showed he was ready for the big stage. As a rookie, he averaged 11 points, 47% from the field, and elite efficiency in the mid-range. Oh, and he shot 50% from 3 in his first playoff series against the Prime Warriors. Not bad for a guy who wasn't even supposed to be in the rotation. Fact number 5. He was traded in the Paul George blockbuster. In 2019, Kawhi Leonard wanted to come home to LA, but to get him, the Clippers had to pair him with Paul George, so they made one of the biggest trades in NBA history. The Clippers sent 5 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps, Danilo Gallinari, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. At the time, the trade made sense. But fast forward to today, SGA is arguably better than both Kawhi and PG in the regular season. Healthier, more consistent, and a better leader. The Thunder may have lost the trade battle, but they won the war. Fact number 4, Chris Paul helped mold his game in OKC. When Shai arrived in Oklahoma City, he found himself next to one of the greatest point guards of all time, Chris Paul. The Thunder were supposed to tank that season. Instead, they made the playoffs. SGA averaged 19 points, played big minutes, and learned the art of control, patience, and leadership from CP3. Chris Paul later said, "He's got everything it takes. He just needs time." SGA used that season to absorb everything, and it paid off. By 2021, Shea had taken the leap. Fact number 3, he scored over 30 points per game without shooting a lot of threes. In today's NBA, everyone jacks up threes, except Shea. In 2023 and 2024, he averaged over 30 points per game, while taking fewer than 4 threes per night. Let that sink in. He dominated with dribble drives, mid-range pull-ups, elite footwork, and the best shot fake in the league. He led all guards in points in the paint, a stat normally dominated by bigs. SGA is proof that you don't need to launch threes to be lethal. He just picks his spots and destroys you there. Fact number 2, he led the NBA in steals and free throws made in 2024. Shea didn't just put up offensive numbers. He was a menace on the other end, too. In 2024, he led the NBA in steals per game, led the NBA in free throws made, scored 30-plus points in 51 out of 75 games. He finished second in MVP voting, top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year, unanimous first-team All-NBA, and the Thunder, they finished number 1 in the West with 57 wins, thanks largely to Shea's two-way dominance. He's not just a scorer, he's a killer on both ends. Fact number 1, he's leading the NBA's brightest future. With Shea at the helm, the Oklahoma City Thunder are set up to be terrifying for years. They have Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, a mountain of draft picks. And the best part, they're all under 30 years old. Shea isn't just a superstar, he's a cornerstone. And the scariest part, he's still getting better. From a kid who couldn't make varsity to an MVP to a champion, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's journey is a reminder that stars aren't always born. Sometimes they're built. If you learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe for more NBA content, click the bell to get all the notifications, and let us know in the comments, is Shai the best guard in the league right now? Or is the best yet to come? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.